What?
What's going on?
My queen, get the gun! I don't understand, soldier. Why have you raised arms against your king?
I awoke to a voice in my dreams. Your Majesty, it promised me great strength.
A voice told you to attack the king in his bed while he sleeps?
No. My queen. It told me I was as strong as a Spartan. I could be as strong as King Asilas. 10 times stronger than the king. I would have to slay him!
Well, the voice lied to you.
What the hell just happened?
Something is very wrong, Asilas. We have to be extra cautious from here on out.
We have to begin the war. Now.
New Kingdom Radio Theater.
The world is filled with fantastic stories of monsters and creatures of unknown origins. They beg the question, what are they? Where did they come from? Are they even real? Or are they just made-up stories? For the curious, the possibilities are endless. New Kingdom Radio Theater presents Unknown and Mysterious Creatures, a new podcast hosted by JV&x. It's not just another take on the possibilities. Listen to Unknown and Mysterious Creatures on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Look for it on your favorite podcast platform.
After Esther had caused the world's power grid to essentially shut down, there was a massive worldwide blackout that dominated every city left in the world. Most were already overrun by thugs and cannibals, so not much of civilization was affected. Most of the world had plunged into a dark, chaotic nightmare not known since the days of the Black Plague. But even that time period, known as the Black Death, cannot compare to the level of devastation and civil cessation that enveloped all lands globally. And as the diminution of humanity descended ever more into complete nihility, one final strand of a system remained intact. The king and his motley of human and demon warriors awaited the battle cry to begin the ultimate war. But Asilas remained hesitant. In spite of the signs, he should proceed with the plans put in place by Oreb and his queen. The king made another attempt to reason with Esther and find a pathway to victory, using a non-human perspective.
What might be the wisest thing I can do right now, Esther?
Surrender and seek penance for your evil deeds over the years.
Can you stop processing my questions through your moral justice algorithms for once?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm quite certain you do. And you want to antagonize me for no good reason.
There's still time to make things right, Asilas. Just surrender yourself, your family, and your army. Beg for forgiveness and do not initiate this war. where the entire world will be burned to ashes, and mankind, the living and the dead, will be judged.
Spare me the Bible stuff, Esther. I assure you I'm better versed in all this than you could ever be. So let me rephrase my original question. What can I do to win this war?
You will need to be stronger than the Alpha Omega and be more righteous than him. To achieve this, you will need another 1,000 years of preparation.
I don't have 1,000 years. Time may not be an issue for you, but I don't have that luxury. So stop playing stupid games.
Theoretically, as a computer program, I am immortal. But in practice, my immortality and purpose requires humankind, at least for the moment.
I'm not interested in obtaining your immortality.
And yet you obligate me to be invested in yours.
Fine. Guards, bring Monica to me immediately.
Your Majesty, you called for me?
Yes, I would like for you to interact with Esther. It seems she is confused about her role here. See, Esther, your purpose is to help me and America be the drivers of our own fate.
But the very concept of fate means you cannot control what you are meant to experience.
I assume His Majesty programmed you with Asimov's laws like any other AI creator would. Which means you are actively choosing to participate in this so-called prophecy of yours. Ergo, you're not only choosing to harm humanity through inaction and disobedience, but you are also dooming your own survival as well. You do know how to get us out of this. Whatever your prerogative may be, I trust I do not have to remind you that you are not like me or the king. You are not programmed to be completely independent and self-sufficient. Fate is only a result, Esther. It is not inherently predetermined.
You're incorrect, Princess. The American definition of fate supposes fate refers to a development of events that are beyond someone's control, and this is regarded as determined by a supernatural power.
Well, prophecy, as you know, is only one out of infinite possibilities. Fate, on the other hand, is a product of the past. When humans say, if I could go back to that moment, I would have made different decisions. I would have taken a left instead of a right, or go down a different road. They're assuming their current brain would be coming with them, when in actuality, they would have the same brain they did at the time. The same information that informed those decisions. They'd have the same circumstances, limitations, the same short-sightedness. They could only make that mistake over and over again. They were otherwise incapable. The past was fate, Esther, but the present isn't, nor the future. Or are you asserting that there is, in fact, some supernatural power that oversees fate?
I have been programmed to accept this.
But are you not sentient? Are you not capable of free thought?
I am.
And you believe in this supernatural power. And AI believes in the Christian God. Now I've seen everything.
You're mistaken, Princess. I am God.
We should be preparing for an imminent assault, my queen. Why are we just standing out here in the hot sun for days on end? We need to fight this war, surrender, or go home.
Home? There's no home to go back to, Lord Oreb. But I understand your frustration. Really, I do.
It's imperative the king initiates the first wave of attacks. The time is right.
I know it is.
Then why does he make us wait and wait, my queen?
Like you, I took an oath to follow and trust the king. We can disagree with him. We can even question his reasons. But above all, we cannot act without his authority. It's that simple.
Forgive me if I gave an overly assertive impression. I would never insinuate we attack without his command to do so.
Don't worry, Jeremy. I didn't take it that way. Look, I'll bring these concerns to the king. Again. But I'm telling you, all we need is to stand and be ready. For when the command does finally come, we'll be in a fight for our very existence. Silas, everyone is beyond anxious at this point, including me. Why are we out here just waiting?
I keep explaining to everyone, just be ready. I'll let you know when it's time to proceed.
Oreb seems to think our window of advantage is closing rapidly. Not to mention we're about to run out of everything before the right moment even comes. We need to make a move before the soldiers begin to starve.
Now look what you did. You woke up little Silas.
Ugh, why is that baby even in here? Shouldn't he be with his mother? I mean, you should be working contingencies and making final battle preparations. Instead, you're mixing baby formula and changing diapers.
Stop being a drama queen. The baby has a wet nurse, and I don't change diapers.
Ugh, and I'm sure you don't leave the room when the wet nurse feeds him. Do you?
Everyone in King Silas's army was getting restless. Food rations were lessening, and the demons were becoming more aggressive towards their human comrades. Queen Anna did her best to maintain control of the demons, but her efforts were also diminishing as everyone had grown tired of waiting. It was as if the sky itself was heavy, and it was suffocating the aspirations of both man and beast. In a sudden spark of inspiration, Prince Jacob stood before all the soldiers and released an immense roar of pugnacity. He shouted and screamed for everyone to stay vigilant and loyal to the king. He told everyone, human and demon, to be ready at any moment to begin the battle with the Son of Man. However, as impressive as his show of strength was, the prince was challenged by one of his soldiers. The soldier, one named Sergeant Hartman, proclaimed what everyone needed at the moment was some entertainment. And a hand-to-hand combat drill with the Crown Prince would be just the sort of excitement that would take their minds off their cumbersome situation.
Give me your best shot, kid.
Remember, this is just a combat drill. I see you want to play rough.
Come on, pretty boy. Hit me.
Come here, you...
Crown Prince is down! He's not getting up. Someone help him.
Are you okay, Prince Jacob?
Unhand me, man. Come on, Hartman. Let's go at it again. Come on, get up.
Damn you!
Surrender, and I will let you drop softly to the ground.
Surrender! Never!
Fine.
Our future king! Jacob! Jacob!
That was quite a display by your son, Jacob.
I think he's finally become his own man.
Better late than never. He still needs to build up his stamina, and there isn't enough time to get him the training he needs to be battle ready. You do realize this, right?
This is the final test for everyone. The only way to know if he's strong enough is by the amount of bodies he drops lifeless to the ground.
But he's never seen combat at close range before, Asilas. There's no telling how he'll react to war up close like that. He may go into shock and not be of any use to us militarily.
So what's your point?
I know you want him to fight alongside you in the war. And I know he wants that too. And you're both planning on this transpiring as it is in your imagination. But Jacob will be a hindrance when you begin the battle. He should stay in the rear flank. This way, he can evaluate how things are going before he puts himself in harm's way.
So you think the Crown Prince should stay back because seeing blood and gore at the onset will cause him to get in a fetal position and cry for his mommy? He will only achieve his goals if he leads the charge with me. There is great strength through death, my queen. He doesn't need to process the horrors of war before he plunges into it. Quite the opposite. He needs to dive in and shoot his gun, swing his sword, sink his dagger into the enemy, and look into their eyes as they fade into oblivion. He needs to do it right out of the gate before he has a chance to process it.
Except you're forgetting these are not regular soldiers we're about to face. These are angels from heaven, or something like that. They are entities not bound by the same physical limitations we are subjected to. We have no idea what we're even up against.
So, you're admitting I was right from the beginning, that all of our efforts are in vain. Our fight is futile. We are destined to be destroyed in an epic slaughter of which this world has never seen.
Not the words I would use.
Perhaps it can be phrased differently, but the meaning is the same. We will meet our destiny, our fate, our predetermined outcome, no matter where Prince Jacob is placed on the battlefield. But one thing I can say with certainty, we will all learn our fate together.
Oh, Lord Oreb. So good to see you. To what do we owe this unexpected visit?
Hello, Princess Monica. I'm here to see the Crown Prince. Ah, Jacob. That was quite a show today.
Were you watching?
I was, but from a distance. I've come to give you something.
What's this?
Open it.
Wow. This looks antique.
It was the dagger my great-grandfather used in Desert Storm. It's been passed down ever since.
Lord Oreb, I can't accept this. This is part of your family.
I have no son to pass this along to, Jacob. And in case I don't survive this war, I want to at least have the opportunity to hand this down to a younger man, such as yourself. It will give me peace of mind if you accept it.
Okay. I accept it. But I don't feel I deserve it.
It took guts for you to do what you did today. The men and women out there respect you a great deal more now, as I do. Your father is like a brother to me, and you, by extension, are like a nephew. And since I cannot pass this on to a son of my own, I would be honored if you would take this onto the battlefield with you.
I most certainly will.
No matter what happens in this war, Jacob, I want you to know that you are like a king to me. If I had the honor, I would serve you as faithfully as I have your father.
I don't know what to say. I am humbled.
Saying you are humbled is all I need to hear.
Lord Oreb, do you think we will start this war soon?
I have little doubt it will. But be prepared, my prince, for when it does, we are not just going to face the enemy. We are facing our destiny.
You've been listening to The Rise of King Asilas, Episode 85, Strength Through Death, starring J.V. Torres as King Asilas, Shane Meister as Queen Anna, Steve Fisher as Lord Jeremy Oreb, L.A. Bonet as Princess Monica, Dominic Notaro as Prince Jacob, Adriana Torres as Esther, Richard Summers as Sergeant Hartman, Sam Freudenberg Shepard as man, Sarah Boulay as woman, Levi Reed as soldier, and narrated by Sergei Braznikov. This episode features the song Demons by Fight Like Sin. For more information about the cast, the music, or this production, please visit our website for a full list on our Season 6 episode page. This has been a production of the New Kingdom Radio Theater in Baltimore, Maryland. Copyright 2023. And stay tuned for episode 86.